like this sequence here too. Oh hey, look, a reactor that we missed noticing when we came here. When we brought unconscious Cloud here.
It couldn't possibly be anything of importance.
So, I have a really important question to ask the chat here. Who here is loving Puexel rocking Final Fantasy VII? Let's hear it for this guy.
Hold on, that's not Foxman?
Too late.
Foxman is really good at ventriloquism. Foxman decided to take his glasses off.
I'm sorry I brought that joke up.
It's okay, there's definitely enough honest confusion to make it worthwhile.
Yeah, if you're looking forward to that joke in full-on, full-blown form, just wait for Final Fantasy Legend 3 when the two of us will be on the couch together.
Yeah. And then they can just pass control back and forth and you don't know which one's which.
I'll just call them both Puet, or Foxman or Puet.
Well, I have finished it.
We'll just randomly start saying
all
names.
three, so.
Foxwexel, Puexnor. I'll just be like, yeah, it's one or the other. You never know who it is.
Our own.
Now, just say, is that Puexel or Proxnor the answer? Yes.
They both answer.
Look at my pocket and go, oh, hello, Lexel now.
Driscollad has just donated another $10.
Thank you from over there.
Just behind me.
Yeah, behind you. No one will be closer than me to donate.
Leviathan is a bit of a menacing name. Let's soften it up a bit to Ogo Pogo for Final Fantasy VIII.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe he'll drop a
Wanda especially can, since he lives right beside.
Oh, wait for
So, there's a question in the chat I think I'm going to throw to Wexel, or myself. What happened to recruiting Yuffie and Vincent? Are those...
We're still waiting for
still
those.
waiting for those.
You guys
I think
gotta donate for those. More donations.
You have to give a name, and we need
500
total
is the
donations of 500. Not one name being 500, but people caring enough to donate $500 toward the cause with any name. And the name that does have the most donations will be the one that's used.
So in other words, if we reach $500 in total for the names, for say Yuffie, he gets Yuffie and names her the top name.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. And the same goes for Vincent, $500 as well.
Will you use in the party, or?
Will you use them in the party?
I didn't have a chance to practice but they'll be in cutscenes though.
You'll see their names pop up.
You'll see them at the end. Sometimes.
I might be able to use. I'll try using Yuffie and the Coral Train sequence actually if we've met that by then.
It kind of makes me sad how at the very, very end cutscene they're just not there.
Yeah, they
even
didn't.
if you did recruit them.
They didn't put them in the CGI.
Like,
And I think it's really important while we're talking about this donation incentive towards getting Vincent or Yuffie, just to remind everyone that your donations are going to an absolutely great cause here, JDRF, which is a type 1 diabetes research organization. And one thing I really think we haven't mentioned enough, we should mention more, is that while insulin injections help people with type 1 diabetes, they aren't a cure for the disease. Because insulin injections allow a person to stay alive, but they don't prevent some of the serious side effects of type 1 diabetes, like kidney failure, blindness, nerve damage, amputations, stroke, and pregnancy complications. And with the money that JDRF puts towards type 1 diabetes research, talking about these complications, it just really highlights how more research is desperately needed, and the money that you donate really does help a lot. So thank you so much to everyone who's donated, who has donated prizes, donated money, donated time to help us. We really appreciate it.
So, to update on the Yuffie and Vincent incentives, we have $65 total for Yuffie, and the highest name is CHS JRK.
It just means chest jerk.
Chest jerk, okay. Chest jerk FFT at $50. And we have a total of $85 to recruit Vincent, with the highest name being Kanjo at $75.
So let's get in on these. You
So,
know?
like, it's there if you guys want it.
Right, well, I'm going to try to pull off a glitch here that it would only save time if I get it on the first try, but just because it's cool, I'll retry a couple times if I don't.
Okay.
Alright, got it.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
So, about the Yoshiyuki. Yeah, what we were saying about the Power Soul. Well, the Yoshiyuki also has a way of powering up its attacks. But it's somewhat difficult to use in a normal game.
Alright, see you guys.
So what I did there is I actually skipped a cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I just kind of acted a little funny as he left the room.
That is a little risky though, because if you don't start climbing down the ladder fast enough as the what's supposed to be a cutscene loads, you're stuck basically because you're no longer able to climb the ladder and the cutscene never actually starts because you're supposed to be paralyzed
Sounds like magic.
at that, but because I messed with that by doing that, opening the chest through the floor while I was stepping onto the bed, I cancelled out the cutscene paralysis.
Yeah, the chest, like, you press it, it says you can't move, and then when you cancel the dialogue, it says you can move, so that overwrites the cutscene telling you that you can't. But yeah, the Yoshiyuki. It's a pretty crappy weapon if you play normally, because it's got like 2 slots. But it powers up when your allies are dead.
1 plus 100% for each dead ally up to so triple if they're both dead.
Which, for this boss in particular, is a valid strategy.
This is a completely different strat for Giacova Life than I used in my AGDQ run 2 years ago.
It's because we're not using the
Because in that run I did level grinding before going to the temple. So with having more levels, it's actually possible to survive Aqualung without the water ring, and then I can set up and use Magic Hammer followed by Power Soul. But, I did some testing and I just couldn't find a consistent way to keep Tifa alive long enough and do all the setup without it taking longer than just using the Yoshiyuki.
We've got a $10 donation from Paul Cantori. Says, keep up the good work, guys. Love the marathon. Don't stop trying to cure that diabetes. So, thank you for that. We've got a $50 donation from someone whose name got blown up. Again, that's the Unicode, so very sorry about that. But they say, thank you for this great marathon. Quixel is so amazing. Keep up the good work, everyone.
What? Use me next time.
I saw a thing on
She has bone
somewhere
mail on.
where it showed like, oh, Sephiroth stabbed Aerith, but actually she didn't bleed. He just shattered part of her spinal cord, so she was just actually paralyzed.
Yeah.
Then Cloud picks her up and dumps her into the water. Dead bodies float, but alive bodies sink. So it was actually fun to go through.
That jerk.
Wow.
That jerk. I saw that too, though, yeah. Convincing argument, but I'm pretty sure that's not
Not intended.
not
Yeah.
the intention there.
Shut up. It's the first time Sephiroth's ever heard these words. He's like, what? But I was monologuing! Shut up. Trying to kill Giacova so well.
Oh, Sephiroth was throwing his mom at you.
Eat it!
Come on, Mom.
So yeah, this is probably where most people learn Aqualung.
Can't you, like, not
Oh, you can lose it.
You can definitely lose.
Yeah.
It just does make me sad though how it's still
Yeah,
her theme.
most people think you can't lose it because you get given a water ring
Right.
before this fight. Well, you practically get given it, and every single one of her attacks is water based.
So as long as you have that on, you
Yeah, you
can.
can't lose. Yeah. Which is why Yoshiyuki's actually good here.
He gets stronger as you guys are getting
I gotta love enemies who only use attacks with certain elements.
Like Bomb King.
Alright, I'm gonna slow down a second just wait for her to use Aqualung again. I do want to learn Aqualung in my 30 skill materia I just got.
When she's ready.
Wow. See what you can't learn blue light, huh?
It wouldn't be as useful.
How does a flame made of
Wow.
water even work?
It's blue.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Obviously.
It's a red tree.
It's crazy alien technology. Don't worry with it.
If she doesn't do it in a reasonable time, then I'll just go without.
Wow, this is really silly.
Yeah, I mean, usually she does it naturally during the fight.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe my blue light was seeing. Seriously.
I mean, okay, that is her most common attack, but
Yeah,
still.
but this is ridiculous.
It's the blue light just.
Just trying to overplay her HP.
That has happened before.
Yeah.
She thinks you're that.
Now, it's
Yay!
It's this version of the game, right, where if you have Vincent in your party right after this fight, that his arm is like sticking out of his head during what's meant to be a really touching cutscene.
I think that video was just an emulator error.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've seen. I can't remember if it's the PC version or the PlayStation version, but it happens.
I might have stopped
Not
as
just
soon
as an
maybe
emulator.
to use the Aqualung increase when she gets into protocol.
Probably is.
And yeah, I was thinking it was
Atomic damage very well.
somewhere.
We got a $10 donation from Miss Unify.
Hey, Miss Unify.
Final Fantasy VII hype, possibly in the worst point in the game for hype. We'll take it. We'll accept that.
Wait, Aerith dies?
What?
Spoilers!
I like how he howls. I don't know, it's sad.
Yeah, if that was a thing back in like 2 years ago and it took Franker Z, I'm sure would have won for Red's name in a long time.
Is this the Aerith is dead theory?
No, it's the Aerith is not dead yet theory. He dies when this cloud drops her in the water.
Yes.
Cloud, what are you doing?
Yeah.
It's got this universe.
I'm more amused by the fact that like there's like no hole in her body. Like
No
she
blood.
gets pale,
No
but
blood,
it
yeah.
doesn't even look like anything's wrong.
Well, you know what I always wonder too. Okay, just a second. Theo Cloud standing up. Let's see. Let's go over. Okay, where?
Oh
was
yeah,
he
where's
standing?
yours? Yeah.
Where
I
was
kind
he
of wondered that
standing
too.
on?
That is a
so
really good
deep
question.
too. It
Yeah.
was just up to his waist, but it's so
I don't know. My
deep
theory
for
is that he was
John.
wearing water wings.
Yeah, there you go. There you
Maybe
there's just a hole only in that specific center point.
Yeah, where he left.
He got split on
I got her body was perfectly buoyant for floating straight down.
Well, that's it. He cast float.
Yeah. You guys float.
Is there
We took Carrie's school of floating.
Yeah.
Like, does floating even exist in this game?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
We got a $20 donation from Jared Klein.
That's Fiery Blizzard, I believe.
Hey guys, great to see that this marathon is going along nicely. I really don't care too much about where this money goes incentive-wise, so put it to whatever people think will be the most entertaining or needs more money. Good luck during the rest of the marathon. So we'll give this runner's choice.
Well, what's coming up?
Yuffie or Vincent, they're in desperate need.
I want to get them.
What else is there?
Stuff for FF8 as
Yeah,
well.
you could-
You know,
Yeah.
you could try to save the hot
Or you
dogs.
could try to you could put that to 100% Final Fantasy VI.
What's coming up sooner?
Well,
Like
just-
8, and it's in the CD
So-
wallet there.
8 has pretty much name anybody.
Yeah.
I've been popping that red memory card out too, just so that.
Yes, name Squall, Renault, and then all the summons plus Griever.
And then there's also the card games too coming up.
2. I
And,
suggest
you know, saving hot dogs. Most important.
How's
defensive.
Zoe Cannon doing relative to the
let's-
competition?
They've been strong.
I think it's like
Zoe
In
is
the lead.
130 to 0 for anybody else.
Okay, and how about Griever?
Beaver's on mouse butt. $30 on mouse butt.
Yeah, I believe that's
Then he's gonna go and I'm gonna.
Yeah, $30 to mouse butt.
Yeah, do Griever mouse butt.
Griever mouse butt it is.
Anything
Oh,
else?
So I thought the majority of the mouse metaphors were right here.
I don't think I even understand mouse butt, to be honest with you.
You will.
Yeah.
You might if you watch FFL3, depending on robot part.
Yeah.
No, he's not going to get any of that.
Oh,
No,
he's,
because he does.
he's only getting air maids.
arcade strats now.
Oh, right, okay.
And those always give you ear maids.
Well,
Yeah.
there's a robot part that you can get that turns your characters into what looks like a mouse, but you see them from the back when you fight, so you see the mouse.
You
part.
see the tail wiggling.
Tail wiggling.
Wiggle, wiggle,
It's a
wiggle, wiggle.
robo
I
mouse.
still made a big deal out of it.
Really.
Of course.
It's Rennie's favorite thing, mouse butt.
Mouse butt. Alright, well, great then.
Who needs robot characters?
Hopefully all these guys use flutter attacks too.
I'm not in any super big danger by being by myself yet, just because I've got exit.
I wonder if that attack is actually. I think when it does actually use it, it makes you win one when you have to battle.
Oh yeah, Cloud has really long arms too, by the way.
Busting out the parkour right there, man.
You opened with his head.
Head's long enough.
Yeah.
Come on, you can do it, Cloud.
There we go.
Oh no!
What
it's
is-
a
it's a-
acrophase.
It's a what?
It's a something, a fusion of snail.
It's a rock with
crab,
a snail and
and,
crab claw. I like the coral on the rock. I think it's very cute. Hit the ground.
Which has exactly one use.
Yeah.
But I've tested not doing it, and it's really, really annoying to try to manipulate the stool load without the hypnocron.
Yeah. Enemies have like a manipulation rate, and the hypnocrown forces it to be 100%. If it's possible.
If it's possible to manipulate, then it'll always work if you're wearing a hypnocron.
Yeah. Still was is pretty low.
Got a $5 donation from Lauren Ross.
That's Lauren R.
Great job so far. Keep up the good work. And Soten is my favorite Final Fantasy. So that's great.
Thanks, Lauren.
Thank you for that.
Final Fantasy Sultan.
She's a pretty loyal ROM Scout viewer, so that might explain some things.
We don't have a favorite Final Fantasy thing, do we?
No.
No, the
we're
best
not- we're
Final
not gonna
Fantasy
do
is the current Final
Yeah.
Fantasy.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I also think it's worth mentioning that we just passed 2,500 viewers,
Nice.
plus almost 1,200 on the French restream.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you, everybody,
Awesome,
watching.
guys. Thank you very much.
And spreading the word, too. Really helps.
We've got $10 from Kai Christian Hild without a comment.
well, thank you very much for the donation.
So yeah, this is where Sid actually starts to be used, which is again a change from any previous runs you might have seen on marathons. It's because he's, I don't know, I don't even like Sid. Sid can go die.
Whoa!
Okay.
But he's quite useful for this round.
So is that what you're going to vote for in 6, then?
He's Sid to die.
Yeah. I don't like him in 7, so he needs to die in 6.
It's funny because he's really kind of an apologetic figure, and so it's completely different from this thing.
I'm not really a fan of FF8 Sid. I don't know. I just feel like he's very manipulative.
Yeah, he starts out like really kind of bumbling and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, who is
That's
this
all
guy?
an act.
Yeah, exactly. Columbia.
Oh well. This Sid is a lot nicer than Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Everyone likes Kingdom Hearts. Even like bad guys. Even like comedy bad guys. Except Maleficent, I guess.
Yeah.
She's nice in the second game.
She really... Of course, I'm not seriously you can take Kingdom Hearts when they renamed Squall Leon.
Yeah. Just to kind of make it a surprise who he is when you meet him in person for the first time. That's how I saw it.
Even though he looks like Squall.
But yeah, but you hear him talked about like for a couple minutes
That's
before
true,
you
that's
actually
true.
see him. So
I really like Sid's running animation.
yeah.
He looks like he's really got to get somewhere. Mind you, his running animation on the field is pretty amazing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll get to that soon.
Yes.
You know, I think it's high time we gave a little love to one of the people helping us out behind the scenes. I just got a message from Mike Uyama, who's also an awesome person helping us out behind the scenes. But his message is SMK fixed the donation comment issues that we were having yesterday.
Really?
So thank you so much,
Thank you,
SMK.
SMK.
So, when's he gonna fix the Unicode thing?
Where's that going?
Our fellow Canadian SMK. Too bad he isn't here.
There's someone in chat asking why keeping your characters in sadness status.
Oh,
is
that's an
favorite.
excellent question.
Oh yeah, I mean, you talked about that.
Yeah, sadness status basically makes you take 30% less damage in battle, and the trade-off is that your limit gauge charges much slower, and with a few exceptions, I'm mostly done with limits at this point, so it's a way of kind of stacking damage reduction on top of it. I get it gets half for being in the back row, minus 30% for sadness, half again for barrier that comes from big guard.
Sorry, it's just the rolling. I'm sorry.
Then Elena freezes in that Great Glacier, no one ever finds
Yeah,
it.
because doesn't Demon Rush or whatever do like over 3,000 damage base or something
Yeah, that's
like
right.
that?
Yeah.
But it's all
It's
the
really
reductions
high.
that you can do makes it survive.
So yeah, so try it sometimes. Stand on the front row, don't cast protect, barrier, don't use sadness. See how much damage it does.
Yeah, use
Yeah, that
weak
works.
armor. Like that.
We've got another comment from Lauren R. for $5. She says, "You're all doing a great job. What are your favorite Final Fantasy characters? Mine is Agora." Thank you, Lauren.
Oh no! Mini games.
Snowboarding.
I met the enemy and it is snowboarding.
I probably have a really unpopular choice here, but I actually really like Tidus. I hated him so much when we started playing the game, but throughout it, I just really got a lot of sympathy for him, and I actually really like him a lot.
I used to call him Titus.
Well, I don't know how you're supposed to
I
pronounce
can't.
it.
It's
doesn't
Tidus
matter.
officially.
Well, yeah, that's closer to the Japanese,
But,
I
you
call
know,
it Titus.
blonde guy, kind of annoying at the start of FF10. I like him.
You know what? I only have one thing to say to Tidus being your favorite FF character.
Yeah.
No, it should have been.
That-
No way!
Over yourself.
And I just have to remind everyone that there is a bidding war happening for the Final Fantasy X run about that very laughing scene between whether we should mute the TV and make the pain stop or whether we should turn up the volume and laugh along.
When somebody
Could
gets
be
his
worse if you
time.
got me doing it.
What, so does the balloon make you go faster?
No, but purely for points in the
Yeah.
kind of golden saucer version of this game.
Yeah, it does absolutely nothing in the required
You just do it for
snowboarding
cool
track.
points.
Yeah.
Yes, style points. They're very important.
Some of them are really annoying to get, so it's kind of a good thing that they're optional.
I have no idea.
Always run into the trees in this case.
Wow. Oh my god, pro strat.
Yeah, that is cool.
Nice.
That was awesome.
Well played.
Karen Carr's upset now.
Karkarn is crying on the inside.
Oh, is he watching?
I had no idea.
I
He
love
was
those
in the
snow
chat
chocobos
earlier. I
so
don't know if
much.
he still is.
Snowcobos is what I call them.
What's a good time for this snowboarding?
Under 3 minutes is good for single segment. My PB is 2:33.
Oh, wow.
World record is 2:26, I
And then world record for snowboarding alive.
think. Yeah.
Whoa. I don't even know how you did that, but I'm definitely impressed.
So what affects your time in snowboarding
How
aside
many-
from the obvious of not hitting things?
How much? There's more subtle things too that make like turning less makes you lose less speed, and oh, okay, that's a good
Wow.
time.
Well done.
All right.
Well done.
That's actually a new PB by 1 second, actually, because
That was
I
amazing.
didn't hit anything actually. I
That's
don't think.
also a world record there.
Yeah, I mean, in order to actually get like below 230, I'd have had to like do a lot more like not turning and stuff like that, because turning makes you lose a little bit of speed. But not hitting stuff is the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it takes forever
Affects
to
your
get back
time.
up.
Yeah. Like it took me a long time to learn how to get through the forest without hitting the trees.
God, those enemies. I'd sit there and kill 3 all day.
Karkarn is in the chat. I don't know if he saw it or not.
So we just got an awesome donation from Miss Unified, who says, I just donated $10 and I want to put it into turning the TV way up. Poor Jesus is laughing.
Woo! That's the way to do it.
Thank you for hurting us, Miss Unified. We don't know what we think to
that
you.
bad.
Thank God for hurting
The
you.
whole concept makes it make sense.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, it's supposed to sound like awkward.
Fake and bad.
Yeah.
I think my favourite Final Fantasy character, I've been thinking about it, trying to work out what I would say.
Yeah.
And I think mine is Warrior of Light, because he doesn't say anything.
And he has
So therefore he has no bad lines at all.
no cutscenes.
Excellent.
Best script ever.
I don't know, I think he says some things in Dissidia.
That's not an epic game.
Not
It doesn't
canon.
even start with that.
Alright, I
It's
guess we'll have,
officially uncanon, so.
so wait, it's not an FF game, I'll inform Rin of
Well, it's called Dissidia Final Fantasy. So it's a Dissidia game.
Alright, I'll inform Rin of the change in schedule then.
Best
Well, she's already played it though.
Yeah.
So you'll need to jump in a time machine and then take care of that.
Like Final Fantasy Legend.
What, so this is your copy?
Wow.
Barely a Final Fantasy
This is
game.
my copy.
Pops are not even listening.
Green label if anybody cares. I'm not cool enough to have a black label copy of the game, but you can if you donate $10.
Indeed.
or-
I've got a platinum one, which
Not
is
just
Euro
a black
equivalent.
label.
You also have a green one for me.
Yeah.
Black label with the misprint.
With the misprint.
But what if I want to try to understand what it says and stuff?
No.
I can't.
Never.
No, you have to misunderstand it or not
No,
understand
you learn
it.
Magic Eye, you can read it.
So, yeah, just to clarify for anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, we have a whole bunch of great prizes to give away during the Final Fantasy VII run. And one of them, if you donate $10 or more towards anything of your choice, you are automatically entered to win a
during the camera rotating, and it stops, and it's a kind of a funny angle.
You are entered to win a super rare copy of Final Fantasy VII.
Right, made it.
Not only is it black labeled, but it also has a very rare misprint on the case. So, yes. And keep in mind, you are donating to an absolutely great cause, JDRF. They've been a wonderful charity to work with. They are strongly involved in the community. They're driven by all sorts of grassroots volunteer efforts, like Crystals for Life. And more than 80% of the money donated to them goes directly to supporting research and education on type 1 diabetes. And just to give a little bit of perspective here, they are currently funding 53 human stage experimental trials on type 1 diabetes research. So just an absolutely great cause that your money is going towards here.
What's this degree supposed to be
Outside temperature or his body temperature?
His
His
body
body
temperature.
temperature.
Yeah. If it gets to 26, then you pass out and you have to start the climbing thing all over again.
I think 27 is probably a little
That's
low.
Celsius?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah, you'd be long dead with Fahrenheit.
Your
Yeah.
blood is at 35 degrees. You're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just because Squaresoft knew that we'd be playing in a marathon in Canada one day, so yeah, it's in Celsius just for us.
It's in Celsius because Celsius makes sense. Where the heck is Fahrenheit?
What do you with Fahrenheit? We'll stick a scale here.
Fahrenheit's like, oh, let's choose a
We like
number
big numbers.
for boiling and for freezing.
Wasn't it like his kid's birthday or something?
Yeah.
It was 7:37 or whatever it is. Yeah.
Well, I thought
One
Fahrenheit
of
is
the
based
points
on
is based-
like
It's
human
heat
blood or something
Yeah.
instead of water.
Instead of water.
Yes.
That could be it. I seem to remember that's what. Oh, good. It's still it.
It's
Well,
not more
it's back.
human relatable temperature. I'm not saying it's more accurate or anything, not
No,
at all.
no,
It's just,
It's not that. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't know how it's more relatable. Just it's bigger.
I don't know.
So yeah, Magic Breath.
Uranium Anchor's asking you, Quixel, if this is the copy you bought from Chris.
No, this is my original copy, but the copy I bought from Chris is my backup, which we use sometimes too.
So Magic Breath, it's a crazy skill. It's like you know we got Aqualung before. Also, you know it's like going as Shrine, so it's like another way of getting Shrine. But it's like Aqualung, except it's like twice as powerful. But it's fire, ice, and lightning.
Yeah.
So you can't use it on everything. But you use it quite a lot.
You will see Kate Sith use it a lot.
Yes, it's true
Yeah.
stuff.
That and Magic Hammer.
Everyone feels but
So just to follow up on what you said there, Mercury, why Kate Sith?
What do you mean?
it's fluffy.
Oh, I mean, he's just the one that uses it in the speedrun, which is what we
Yeah,
end up having the materia based around is Kate Sith ends up using Magic Hammer to absorb MP from, the enemies, and then Magic Breath all day, every day.
So why use Kate Sith in a speedrun?
Well, if you're doing what's called a slots run, where which is a lot more like a Final Fantasy VI run, where you're manipulating Kate Sith's slots limits to one-shot most of the bosses in the game, then he dominates.
Yeah.
But in a non-slots run, which I'm doing, he's actually really not that useful. I mean, there's parts of the game where I like don't have access to Cloud or
Yeah, he was used in a lot of the earlier versions of this run, so
Yeah.
that's why you've seen him a lot.
What copy?
He's just kind of naturally kind of chunky, and his magic stats a bit higher than the others. So
Yeah. I mean, the route kind of switched from using Kate Sith to using Sid
Sid.
because of Sid's ultimate weapon being actually useful to get in some speedruns.
Where are these from?
It's MP, current MP relative units.
That's something that's very easy to keep on pants. Unlike, say, Cloud.
Got a $25 donation from Colby Key. Says, I just love the whole point of all this and love seeing you guys and girls have so much fun in the process. Keep it up, and Titus needs to be way down.
It starts.
We've got a $5 donation from Decker Owanese. Wannasee. There's no comment on that one. There is a. Oh, there's probably a
So many
comment.
skill rollers too.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He'll be back in Final Fantasy IX as well.
Yeah.
Fortunately, in 9, it doesn't have an all-targeting attack. It has a really, really nasty single-targeting one called Red Clipper, though. So the first and third climbing sections, if you're good, you can make it to the top without having to shiver to recover body heat, but it's not possible on the second climbing section.
$50 donation from Owen Swerkstrom. There's no comment on that one. But if you wanted to put that to anything, and you didn't add a comment, because sometimes they do lag behind the actual donation a little, you can send a message to Mike Uyama. I don't know if he's still
A lot more than I really needed, but just safety.
Yeah.
Are they still?
No, not evil heads.
It'll go back to being your all sparkle at that moment. Staffy's here. The moment any scene comes up, it'll
And if you didn't hear Brett's last comment, wondering if Mike Uyama is there to help with donation comments that didn't go through, his comment in chat might seem like existential self-reflection because he just proudly declared, "I'm here."
I'm here.
So thank you, Mike.
He did change his nickname back to Mike Uyama, though.
Just,
so,
yeah.
McWina.
Oh, the last elixir.
What was that?
He did count for get the rest of it.
The last elixir's over there.
Oh, that's the last elixir. Yeah, unfortunately, I kind of have to find another icicle in order to get to it. Bye bye.
Yeah, that's super weird, but these things are actually weak to gravity, so if you hit them with laser, they die.
Yeah, because laser normally does 50%
mean, they
current
fall.
HP, and since that's doubled, that's 100%.
Yeah.
I mean, like, gravity actually kind of makes sense against the ice.
Yeah, sure it does. It's
Yeah.
just weird. Don't they do something special to hit them with fire?
They sometimes counter pretty much anything with icicle drop.
Okay, I thought it was some special. I'm just getting confused with Soul Cage, I guess.
Yeah.
I know he has a fun mode.
Okay, I'm getting really good ATD luck on these
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, you can get stuck for ages just waiting for the evil heads to stop being annoying.
Owen's comment came through. He says, "Thanks to all of you for supporting this cause. My wife has type 1 diabetes, and I love me some Final Fantasy. So this seems the logical way to donate this year. Put this towards Suplex the Phantom Train." So we will.
Yay.
I think it is, yeah.
Please tell me.
Cloud and Sid both have good ones.
Oh, right, fair enough. I saw one, but I didn't see the other. Really early in this game.
Yeah.
I was just thinking about some of the other Final Fantasies.
And hard mode, did they make it so it actually does prevent physitis sister?
Yeah, in the hard mode, it prevents every status.
So like a vaccine then, basically.
Yeah, you just like can't get haste or anything even remotely useful. It's a big jump.
That was the hardest jump.
Speaking of hardest jump, I wonder where Bersench is.
Yeah, we haven't heard any
Yeah,
Final Fantasy VII Noir for quite a while now.
He's working.
I don't think Noir really works when you're in the middle of an action.
It kind of
I
fits the
slid
mood
on
in
the ice.
Edgar a lot better than guys.
Yes.
I avoided that icicle.
Still there! Something's still there.
Wow, we just got a really sweet comment from Nami, who is kind of like my #1 scream monster. Sorry, Rennie. And she said, "Hey, I just want to say this marathon has gone fantastically. Good job to you and everyone, seriously. I'm donating with the money I had saved in order to try to make it. but since I couldn't go, I couldn't think of a better place for it to go.
Thank
Thank you so much, Nami, and thank you to everyone who has donated to such an amazing cause. I mean, without you guys, this marathon wouldn't be the success that it is.
Very, very true. We appreciate it, and we know JDRF definitely appreciates it.
Oh no, not toxic Bob.
Yeah. Surprised we haven't seen these guys yet. I mean, usually they get toxic barfed on a lot. But yeah,
Oh my
Mr.
god!
Game and Watch.
Oh, it's like
almost.
swamp!
Yeah.
Wow, Sid is the best Clop character.
Yep.
Crop Champion 2013.
JDR just said something.
Come on, Cloud. Persevere.
Fortunately, it's always the first option in these forks. It's
That's nice.
the best way to go.
They expect you to just kind of match through it.
Wow, so we just got a message from JDRF themselves in the chat saying that yes, they do appreciate the donations and thank you, everyone. So, wow.
Thank you for being such an amazing supportive charity.
Yeah.
And for putting up with the Palmer dance.
Dat Palmer Dan.
That Palmer
Oh, no.
dance. Hashtag Palmer dance.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
And I mean, I think it's worth saying that it really shows what an amazing charity JDRF is. That they are in the chat at this marathon. I mean, they really are a strong a charity that's strongly involved in the community. They're driven by all sorts of grassroots volunteerism. So, you know, they really appreciate everyone who's come out and supported this event.
Also, a shout out to all of SDA for being, JDRF, we really appreciate it, but for SDA to, sit down and do this for a wonderful charity, to put in their time, to say, hey, you know what, this is our vacation, this is how I want to spend it for me personally, and just getting to hang out with everybody in this room. That's not something you can really experience anywhere else, So, shout outs to all you guys in the room. And the people sleeping and not in the room, but
No, they're weak of heart.
Yeah, they're weak of heart. They're the slackers.
As well as everybody who's just watching this and donating.
Spreading the word.
I know JDR.
The reason why I used a tent there instead of the healing spring that's right next door is because if I used a healing spring, I'd lose my sadness status.
Everybody knows it's just a sad game.
So when you didn't get an encounter, was that...
Well, I saved beforehand, so
Okay.
He was stutter stuff.
yeah.
You actually was stutter stuff.
Just like Sid was a minute ago.
Yeah, he was just trying to avoid the encountering altogether.
This guy is not one of the kind of difficulty spikes in this game for most players. There's a big reason why though, and that's because he has a final attack, like a few of the other enemies do in the game. And the final attack hits reasonably hard, so if you kill both parts at the same time, you usually just kind of die.
So we have a question in the chat, which I think is worth rehashing for the new viewers coming in. And that's, Flexel, what is the point of having sadness?
You take 30% less damage in battle with the trade-off of having your limit gauge charged slower.
And you're kind of past using limit breaks for anything.
There's a couple times, but for the most part, I don't.
Time is nothing.
I love his gatsby animation.
Yeah, flailing around like that.
Schizo does look like this kind of cartoon dragon.
Yeah.
He needs a goofy laugh.
I always like to say in my stream that one of the reasons why wouldn't be too excited if they did an HD remake of FF7 voice acted Schizo.
Actually, Gore's saying, where's my schizo voice acting, Fuaxel?
Nice, Schizo will knock you all down.
And that is Mercury.com auditioning for the FF7 HD remake.
There we go.
Hire me!
He's already hired in my book.
It's not canon unless It's Mercury.
So, yeah, all the MP from both heads is gone now. So, it's going to sit there and do not much.
No, it's final attack.
Well, yeah.
True.
Because yeah, the final attack isn't played.
So yeah, just lasering Tifa is a safe way to bring her down to critical.
So here we go with guy in front of the TV strats.
Grenade, Tifa!
You made it.
Bosh! Oh no.
No.
Alright, so just a reminder for everyone of some of the amazing prizes that we are giving away during Final Fantasy VII. Anyone who donates $5 or more is automatically entered to win this absolutely beautiful drawing by Michaelia of Cloud in the Lightstream. We also have an entire set of very delicate furlers that I don't want to take out of the bag, just because they're delicate. But all Final Fantasy VII characters, again, donate $5 or more to JDRF and you're automatically entered to win those. And finally, we have an incredibly rare copy of Final Fantasy VII. So you too could learn to play like Quexel. It is an original black label copy. And not only that, I'm not sure how visible it's going to be here, but there is actually a misprint in the text on the back as well. So, super rare copy. Donate $10 or more to JDRF during Final Fantasy VII, and you are automatically entered to win that prize.
Oh. What?
The t-shirt.
Oh, yes, and I'm
And
sorry.
also a poster.
Yeah, thank you to Mercury reminding me. We also have 3 t-shirts donated by Carrie Fry. A donation of $5 or more to JDRF automatically enters you to win these t-shirts of Don Corneo. So you too can be a Slum District pimp.
Hey. Do you have something against Slum District pimps? PG.
And I think it's also worth pointing out that the Yeti right now is selling 2 different t-shirts, both drawn by artist Carrie Fry. So go to theyeti.com and you can get 2 different designs. $3 of every t-shirt sold will go to JDRF, donated by the Yeti. And because I'm kind of clueless like this in the morning, I also forgot we have another poster of Tifa in her original costume design. And yes, a $5 donation or more to JDRF automatically enters you to win that poster as
That's
well.
actually just lag on the counter, on the couch there. There's no
Yeah.
poster.
Holding up the poster.
See what I married?
There we go.
I wouldn't blame you.
Whoa, you lost a lot of weight.
That was kind of a bad fight because I missed so much with Tifa's death blow that a death sentence actually killed her.
Oh.
But,
Hopefully back to you.
Now I see that Quexel is playing far too well, so we're going to do person in front of the TV straps again.
He just died.
Way to
That'd
go.
be hard.
If you get into a random encounter, you're nice.
okay, we're good.
Oh, so an excellent question from the chat. Someone just asked if they win the game in the draw, would Quexel be willing to autograph it? And if he's not, if he's not willing, we will force his hand. Absolutely. If you would like it autographed by any of the runners, we are more than willing to do that, especially to help out such a great cause.
I can autograph the FF1 card that I won.
Wait a minute.
Well, it's even better. I get to bring the runner home with me.
Maybe I could autograph the FF1 PSP. Seems that is the one I played. Whatever.
I was just about to. We've got a $20 donation from Galen Giacova. It's nice to hear so much laughter.
Probably less, realistically, but if that's what the winner wants.
It's nice to hear so much laughter. Thanks for holding the marathon, everyone. Give each other high fives. Please put $10 towards saving the hot dogs and $10 for trying to win in Blitzball. Thanks again.
Not yourself.
So give yourself a
No,
high five.
each other.
God, every
Each
time.
other
every
high
time.
five. Wait, I'll have to do this right.
Alright, there we go.
Feels
See?
good. Feels good.
Down the horn.
Yeah,
Feels
there are the
good.
high fives for you.
Feels
Come on.
good.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Moon Wars.
Yeah, we want to see Quexel do a high five strategy.
No!
High five, everybody.
Oh, I see.
I want to see
I'm
them.
doing.
Oh, I can do that, yeah, sure.
Wow, we have some more donations coming in. Thank you so much. $20 from Shane LeBeau.
That's only on that screen.
Who
That's
says,
okay.
Who says, love this action. You play the first game I ever played, and I grew up, you played the first game I ever played and grew up with, and it's for a good cause. And the way you are doing it is simply amazing. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Said, I myself also play FF7 at the moment, but nothing like this, and just seeing how you rush it with no problem at all. This game takes me a while where you do it like nothing.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Yeah, that's Poexel for you. And Shane says, keep up the good work.
on, Chloe.
Is that the squat game?
What squats?
No.
Did I
You're
hear,
okay.
did I hear a good S word?
You can relax.
Oh, darn.
It was just Wexel practicing the jumping.
We've got another donation from Emily Davis for Davies
Yeah.
for $5.
Yeah,
that's me.
David.
Yeah.
Yeah, this should be a name we know how to pronounce because we have someone right here to correct us.
Yeah.
I am surrounded by them too. In
Including the buddy behind you.
Would you like to read your own comment?
Tifa poster! Tifa poster! Also, please name Yuffie Tifa.
Make it happen, guys.
Just remember, she has control over
Yeah, I
Nami
guess
money.
I never actually tried to get Yuffie without having Cloud, but I'll give it a try if we made it by.
You
Time I
can,
get
it's not
through,
like
sure.
it's different.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
so it might
I've seen the video.
Be a nice treat. Probably hardly anybody's seen that. So.
Yeah. Here's something I just kind of learned the other day is you can actually move during this camera rotation stuff here too.
Oh god, not gremlins.
Yeah.
You mean imps?
No, they're
No, wait, those are goblins, sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
They didn't use the bad words on me.
Yeah. Stephen, what did he say? Something like that.
Yeah, you can move during that part. I always used to just wait for the
Oh, boy.
camera to move. So
It's Lemming's time.
Yeah, I call these Genova's witnesses.
Yeah.
I think it was Ultra J-Man that came up with that.
Da-na-na, you're attacked by Chaz. There are some really weird enemies in the Whirlwind Maze. Because the game doesn't really expect you to stick around.
Yeah.
Although, that said, this, if you run into it, it gives you an encounter, so...
Yeah, which you can't run away from.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So what time did we start yesterday? It was about 6 o'clock the first one.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
A little bit after.
Yeah,
so
shortly after.
we're about 2 hours away from that, and we are about $700 from breaking 10,000.
Wow.
So it'd be nice if we can break 10,000 before that 24-hour mark. So if you guys can keep up the donating, maybe we can hit that.
Yeah, and there are all sorts of things to donate for, whether you want a name in, say, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX, whether you have strong feelings on Tidus's laughing scene and want it cranked up to the max and us laughing along, or mercifully muted.
You're not biased at all, are you?
Or if you want to have one
You're
of
not
the
biased at all, are you?
themselves. That seems to be a common theme.
Yeah, there are also things like 100% in Final Fantasy
Yeah.
VI as opposed to any percent. The Magitech ending, who doesn't want that to finish off the marathon once we hit 100%?
Ultimisia's Castle in FF8.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a bidding war for Mystic Quest between whether or not FF Gamer does 100% or any percent. And that's actually, I really like that bidding war because both are awesome runs in their own right, and they are very different. So
One word, Pazuzu.
Awesome music time.
By far the easiest in every fight.
Yeah.
It's easier than the one you can't lose.
Yeah.
Okay. Carry on.
Well, get to hear it again.
Have some defense moves. Well,
Well, do you want the chair? Do you want to have a chair or something?
if this is what happens when the 7.5-month pregnant lady enters the room, everyone's like, take the chair, take the chair.
We cater to her needs
Oh wait.
oh, you didn't cross last year.
Yeah.
before we fear reprisal.
No, you can't.
Bam.
It's not an inconsiderable amount of damage.
3 hits is all it now.
Welcome to the TV show.
All right, so now we're going to do some pro strats here because FF Gamer wants to get the copy of FF8 to practice before FF7 is done, and it is directly under the TV. So let's see how well we can do this.
Let me just hold on a second. Let me just get to where I have no control over anything for like several minutes.
Too late.
No, speedrunning strats.
He did the chord skip.
Yeah, and the laptop skip, that's dangerous. I jumped over 2 laptops sitting on the floor to get to that. So
It saves about 30 frames. If messed up, you break 2 laptops.
It took me a while to understand the mechanics here. You basically just have to offer the black materia to somebody that's not in your party at the time.
So I agree.
Alright, so we have a $35 donation from Nicholas Eckhart. Thank you very much. That's X10 power. And he wants to put his $35 towards FF Gamer doing the 100% run in Mystic Quest.
Very good.
Also note to Quexel and the rest of the runners that needs to, that need good luck for their run. So yeah, thank you very much for that. That's going to be an awesome bidding war because, as I mentioned earlier, both 100% and any percent are amazing runs of Mystic Quest in their own right, but they are very different. So yeah, awesome bidding war here. And just for everyone joining the chat, all your donations are going to support JDRF, a Type 1 diabetes research organization dedicated to curing, treating, and preventing Type 1 diabetes. So thank you so much for putting your money to an amazing cause.
Hey, who's that
Whoa,
guy?
he dyed his hair.
Who's that guy? Why does he have my sword and my uniform? My shoes?
Lost Killer was in the chat. I can just hear a faker comment coming in. Or a poser or something like that.
Is Tifa just trying to prevent your brain from breaking? Because she knows it's not exactly an illusion.
Yeah, she kind of withholds some crucial details.
comments, they won't show up. Oh, you're on. I'm on donation desk too.
All right, we also have a $20 donation from Jesse Day. No comment yet. Thank you very much, Jesse.
He does some pretty good warps there.
Yeah.
I think you could just like get out of bounds and zip all
I
the
know,
way
yeah.
through.
Sephiroth has the proest out of bounds skills in this game.
I want to see him zip like in the DS Castlevanias. Zip right to the end.
Well, he's gonna zip into the northern crater shortly. Oh, which we're kind of technically already in, but under it.
Indeed.
Please don't think right now.
Oh, he told Sephiroth to shut up again.
Yeah.
It's like, don't shut up.
So I noticed
There's
we have
Tifa with your cowboy hat.
I noticed we have a couple other incentives for Final Fantasy VII. Have we passed the Play Moghouse and the Final Nibelheim cutback?
I don't think we have.
Yeah, we haven't talked about those enough. I mean, I could go do. I mean, I kind of intended to do the Boghouse thing when I actually went to the Gold Saucer, but if people want to see that, I could always go back.
We can still potentially recruit Yuffie and Vincent too, right?
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
What are the goals for those teams?
$500 in total donations for either of
For their names, yeah.
So you guys know, for Vincent we only have $85 towards that. We need $500. $10 is for Count Drac and $75 for Kanjo.
Did we set one for the Nibelheim flashback yet?
I will check.
Not sure.
Sorry, the goal you?
Yeah.
It's $100 in total donations to show the final Nibelheim flashback, and $100 to make Rexel play Moghouse.
Those are both pretty reachable.
Yeah, I mean,
If you guys
the
want.
Nibelheim final Nibelheim flashback is something that I'm sure a lot of people that played this game never saw, because if you have to go back to the Shinra mansion after Cloud rejoins your party for good. Yeah, I didn't even know about that until the second time I played the game, and it makes the kind of the continuity between all the flashbacks and the start of the game proper make a lot more sense.
Yeah, no bids yet for either of those ones. And for Yuffie, we have $65 towards it. We need a $500 goal for that. $50 for CHS JRK FFT. Chester FFT. Luxie $10 and Yuffie $5.
Yuffie.
Someone donated to name Yuffie.
I think
I
that was
donated
just.
to Tifa.
I think that was.
Is it like a typo?
No, I think it was just a donation for like $5 to recruit Yuffie.
Oh, okay. Because I also donated $5 to name Tifa, and that's not there.
Okay. Well, just. I can actually just change it like this. Cool. Done.
Okay.
I guess I have to save it too. So lots of challenges and choices left in this game. What are we looking at for a time estimate at this point? Like,
It's going pretty good.
yeah, it's going
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
good. So.
3 to 4 hours left.
Yeah.
I'd say.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go. Because you're just matching it. Mash it away.
Yeah, I mean, this has been a decent run so far. I mean, a couple bosses weren't perfect, but I mean, the only I haven't died yet, and the only thing I've had to reset over was forgetting to do the Barrett load for manipulating the date, which
Right.
isn't technically part of the run. So decent run so far. Getting a new PB at Snowboarding live.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Pretty awesome by 1 second.
We have a $15 donation from Jason Barzik. Thank you very much. No comment attached to that one. I think this is the scene where there was the most. Everyone had a different opinion about what actually all these scenes actually meant.
Yeah.
Especially around the internet back in the day.
Probably the biggest one though was the ending, though. I mean, the ending for this game is a little ambiguous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, since Lag isn't here at the moment and you're just cutscene mashing, I think we have to do some mirror fan service here. this is really just a trick. Some sort of reflected surface between the two of us.
I'm speedrunning Final Fantasy VII.
Why, Boxer, I didn't know you could throw your voice so effectively.
Yep.
What do you mean? That's Foxnor.
I know, that's my point.
Oh.
I did things I regretted last night.
We have a $10 donation from Johan Charlot. Thank you very much. No comment attached to that one. Or it could be Charlotte.
Having you served.
Only by Wexel.
No, I did cellular division.
No, I was just filling the
He's
couch
keeping
while you
it-
were gone,
yeah.
please.
For some reason, I was like, please don't tell me you're going to go into a parasite each segue off that or
Oh
something.
god. Suddenly it just changed.
No,
Yeah.
please.
Alright, we have a $10 donation from the
I'm gonna go use the bathroom,
Zoan
so I
Poe.
don't have to do anything for
No
a
comment
bit.
attached. Thank you very much.
You can tell I've run this game before.
Quick, Wexner, fill in.
I could actually do this part. Okay, now I'm just gonna have to really confuse everyone.
Dude, he goes to the bathroom so quick. Speedrun strats.
Look at me, I'm speedrunning FF7. Which I've been doing for 6.5 hours already.
You're a beast, Wexel. You're a beast.
And we have a $25 donation from Stefan Van Ville. Stefan Van Ville. Sure. I'm assuming that's-
Stefan Van Vliet.
Yeah. Thank you very much. No comment attached with that one, but your donations are appreciated.
Sid dropping that cigarette.
This is what you get for littering.
Yep.
The Megazord's not even looking at everyone
Gratuitous
else.
Fan service. And Mr. T fan service too.
Yep.
Pities the weapon.
Speedrunning this game is hard. I don't even know what button to push.
You're so good, you're just playing it with your mind.
Yeah. I'm being accused of speedrunning outfit changes in the chat too.
Boxer's back.
So tell you what, I will change back into the Carrie Fry shirt.
Alright. TheYeti.com for similar ones of your own.
Oh yeah, it's definitely worth mentioning during this long fan service cutscene that if you go to theyetee.com, THEYETEE.com, there are 2 T-shirts designed by Carrie Fry in support of Crystals for Life. $3 for every shirt sold is being donated to JDRF via this marathon. So thank you so much to both Carrie Fry and the Yeti for their amazing support for this great cause.
And the shirts only cost $11 each. Really easy to pick one up. Or both.
International shipping, too.
Yeah, they worked that out. It's a lot better now than it was before. I'm really, really happy.
There is a direct link to the shirts.
Yeah, it's right on Crystal's.
Right on Crystals for Life, that's the
Oh
end.
yeah, it's actually a link.
Because I don't know if they have it.
Yeah.
Why don't you picture up?
Yeah.
Excellent
It
work.
didn't link anywhere.
Yeah, we have to thank lag.com and mercury.com for the amazing website design. And yesterday someone pointed out, hey, wow, the banner to the Yeti is actually a dead link. Like you can try to click it and it doesn't do anything. And Lag's response was something that shan't be repeated on stream for this PG-rated event.
It was something along the lines of, I'll get right on that.
Sure thing.
It was 100% intentional.
It was just to test how good you are at entering URLs, obviously.
I was just testing you. Seeing if you would notice. Now Cloud becomes Emo Cloud.
Yes. He becomes a rain cloud.
I remember your All Rain run. Rain Cloud was a pretty inspired name, I have to say.
Yeah.
I laughed so hard in his like memory cutscene where he's just floating up in the sky, and I'm like, "Hey, Cloud's a cloud."
Yeah, and then we had Rain Iron for Red 13.
That was really good, too.
Yeah.
All right, we have a
That's such a random line there.
we have a
I thought I'd say huh to that too.
Yeah.
Why did you just go ding?
Yeah, if you wake up after being like comatose for like 3 days, I think it is, and your first word is ding, then I think that's a perfectly valid response.
I don't bet I mind if I am ever in a coma. Seriously. I have to say that would come out.
That is a better line after being
Yeah,
unconscious
indeed.
for 3 days.
Hungry.
Why
She was thinking about food cooking in a microwave.
Ah! Let's explain it.
we have a $5 donation from Austin Bain. No comment attached, but thank you very much.
Whoa, how is she not like starved? Don't see an IV in her or anything.
And just to let you guys know, we're at $9,391 right now, approaching that 10,000. So let's see if we can hit that by the end of the game for sure, guys.
Yes, please. As mentioned before, there's several things you can still donate for, even in FF7.
Yep.
And if that doesn't float your boat, look at our whole donation percentage list.
The race like is finally.
Yeah, next game up is going to be Final Fantasy VIII. We have a whole slew of Guardian forces you can name, as well as Squall, Renoa, and Angelo.
And Griever.
And
Well,
Griever.
he's kind of a GF.
Yeah.
He's kind of a GM.
Spoilers!
Yeah, not to mention
It's just an amulet.
there's a great donation incentive for Final Fantasy VIII to do the 100% castle clear. In other words, 100% final dungeon, which pretty seriously
It would be crazy
changes
enough
the
to come
routes
up with
of-
that idea as a marathon incentive.
That includes Omega?
No,
No.
it doesn't.
Okay. Because I'm like, what?
99%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty sure Omega's like 40% of that dungeon.
And what's the total needed for underwater research? The bottom?
Let me check. I can't pull that off the top of my head.
On top of that, Save the Hot Dogs is almost met. I think we only need a few more dollars for that.
Yes!
And there's a meme that took off because I remember for Summer Games Done Quick 2012, I was saying to Mike, trust me, Save the Hot Dogs is a great donation incentive for Final Fantasy VIII. And his reply to that was something along the lines of, not to quote him exactly, but I think I can get the sentiment correct here, which was, Poxnor, you're an idiot. And then it was met pretty much instantly. So, yeah, you really want to save the hot dogs during the war with Galbadia Garden, as opposed to protecting all the young
The
junior
kids,
classes
yeah.
and
Well,
actually
when there are
preparing
hot
your
dogs
back
at
in
stake.
defense.
Well, the thing is, the school you're in, okay, is designed to, train fighters. So if they can't fight their way out of it, they failed.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up this one knows?
The little receiver is probably
Reddit.
in Brett's computer station. Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, that would be
Might not be the same. No, that's not.
It's conveniently dropped.
Yeah. Well,
She's the mouse on.
it doesn't end there too, because I mean this is a gas chamber that has a means of turning off the gas inside the chamber.
I think this is one of MTI's favorite
That's what
things
it-
ever.
MTA likes torture devices. He really likes the bowling ball too.
Yeah.
I just meant he really loves the fact that it's on the inside.
Could someone else check tracker for me? I think you might have left it with the Bahamut and Ultimate.
I only see them twice.
All right, so this is the
I'm pretty sure I did for them.
this is the semi-obligatory battle that looks like it should be inescapable, but actually isn't.
Well, still, it's like, oh, I guess we'll just give up.
Yeah, and then the guards just magically disappear after you run away from them.
Right,
My favorite one of those is still Lava Spawn, though.
Okay, so to answer an earlier question about Final Fantasy VIII donation incentive doing the underwater reactor to completion, it is $100 in total donations towards Bahamut's name, and then FF Gamer or I think you might actually just hand off the controller to me for this part, so, I haven't done this in a while.
No pressure.
Yeah, exactly. $100 to fight Bahamut, and then the winning name gets applied to Bahamut, and an additional $100 to absolutely destroy Ultima Weapon, which will make anyone who died a million times to that boss in a casual playthrough cry, and name Eden.
Do you want me to edit?
It's already it's just under choices, not chapters. It's serious.
Oh yeah, okay.
I wish the rest of the game's cutscenes looked this beautiful.
Of course, the cannon that sits only in one direction.
Alright, we have a $10 donation from Axel Budavit, and his comment is, Squall equals Mr. MV, so that'll go towards naming Squall as Mr. MV. Thank you very much. We have another donation here, $30. Unfortunately, the name was butchered, so Mr. Purell.
Yeah, if I had to guess, I think I've seen this Unicode butchering before. I believe that would be Orlin Purell.
Purell.
I think, my apologies if your name was absolutely butchered, because our tracker is not having fun with Unicode characters.
If you want us to pronounce your names absolutely correctly, feel free to include hints in your comments too. But if you enjoy hearing us stumble over it too, I mean, that's perfectly valid too. I speak from experience too, because both my first and last names are pretty easy to pronounce by native English speakers. But when I made a donation to the ESA marathon last year that was in Sweden, hearing both of them mispronounced gave me a chuckle.
What? I just processed.
Still have time to get Yuffie and Vincent.
Yeah. I guess along with the log house and the final Nibelheim flashback.
I don't know whether he even bothers. I mean, all that isn't stopping it.
It's like everyone keeps shooting at Superman.
Yeah.
When will you learn?
Run away! Run away!
The guy's gonna fall over instead.
He's taking heed.
Alright, we got a comment from Mr. Purell. Thanks C4L, great event. I want my $30 to go to renaming Squall in FF8 as Mr. MB. So, thank you very much. Thanks all from Killamore.
See, I just, to toot my own horn a little, because I've never done that on stream, I think it's worth hyping another donation incentive for the coming game as well, Final Fantasy VIII. For getting the Quistis card, you have a choice between having FF Gamer do it unassisted and really quickly, or having a very flippant, very rude Siri play the card game for us. And I think anyone who's watched me stream that enjoys the insulting, patronizing, mean nature of Siri.
You want that. It's hilarious.
You do want it,
She's
meat
pretty
bags.
sly, by the way.
She's salty all the time.
Yeah.
You guys and gals that donated for Yuffie should be in the scene here, right?
Yeah. She's a master of disguise. Are these first class soldiers now? Not yet. Oh no, they're
second class.
second
First class are in the underwater reactor.
Right.
What's up, guys?
Yeah, I always thought that was Emerald as a kid, and I'm like, no, there's more than 3. Ultima Emerald, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Of course, Ultima weapon is the weakest of them.
Yeah. It's the only one that you can fight in the original Japanese version, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they have the rest of them, for instance.
Yeah, I mean, Diamond Weapon was in cutscenes,
Yeah.
but you never actually fought it in the original Japanese version.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. So you can They cook it.
But it's so fun to fight with Diamond, though.
He does have some pretty unique AI scripting. Like he starts out invincible.
Nom 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 nom.
Delicious.
Dude. Oh.
Oh right, yes, you get right one first.
Obviously, she's right-handed. I don't know why I wouldn't work with one or the other, but whatever.
Which
Press
stops
the
gas?
conveniently pressed button that she knows how to find and use quickly while there's gas. And it like vents all the gas out of the room immediately too.
Very powerful fan behind that.
Yeah, but when I said original Japanese version a while back, it's because there's 2 different Japanese versions. There's also FF7 International, which is, I mean, it's basically exactly the same as the English version in Japanese. So it added Diamond, Emerald, and Ruby weapons, fightable bosses.
I think it's
really
amazing how
creepy.
he blows a blast that large and he only makes a small cut like that.
And headshot.
The other thing I find funny is that the gas chamber is like right in the front of the armor plate. Alright, we have let's do refresh. We have a $10 donation from Francesca Frezza. $10 more to Gilgamesh battles in FF5.
Ooh, thank you, Francesca.
Thanks.
Awesome name.
Less than 3. Oops. That's a challenger.
Do you really have an incentive to slap fight or no?
Oh.
Aww.
I don't think you did.
Falls like a
It's a
rock.
shame.
What?
We didn't have an incentive to win the slap fight.
No, we should have had an incentive to act out the slap fight. I nominate the 2 commentators. Let out all that frustration of marriage for a good cause.
For a good cause.
Maybe if we had some like fish.
Fish so I can dance. I can get behind that.
We have Swedish fish.
We do.
White
We
video.
do.
Yeah, this wasn't going to be a real video game marathon until Essentia and Denton showed up with 2 massive bags of Swedish fish. So, you know, now we can continue video gaming.
Save the Swedish
Get her!
Slap us, silly!
Yeah, on the topic of fan service.
Now, how this fight should go is Scarlet, Tifa, Power Soul, and
Yeah, I know. That was so She's so strong. Why is she just slapping her?
Yeah.
Oh, I lost.
Oh.
I don't. I mean, I've obviously since. I mean, it's faster to lose the slap fight, so I've never really tried to understand the mechanics to it. There's like randomness to how fast Scarlet slaps or anything. But okay, I'm gonna leisure this for the end. Oh, hey, I don't like the picture on that airship. I'm out of here.
I love that the rope doesn't even like go past the airship, and yet it's way down there now.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta remember, she was still running and that rope was going down.
On the topic of saving the marathon, I'm starting to smell the spaghetti sauce cooking downstairs.
I know, it smells so good.
Huge kudos to Denton, who's helping my wife Steph out with all the cooking.
So Tifa did the Mega Man X Leap of Faith there.
Yeah.
Is that spaghetti gonna be
That was probably truly the hardest jump in this game too.
Shout out to Caleb Howard.
Oh, I was like, oh.
Yes, it was my cheeks trying to fit in with Fox.
Oh, glad we eat
It's not
spaghetti al
hard to
dente
fit,
and
yeah.
Driscoll left.
If you ever beat him and he yells at you to get him a drink, there you go. You pretty much won.
Shoutouts to the airship theme.
Yeah.
Yes.
One thing I appreciate about the soundtrack for 7 is that the main theme of the game is kind of subtly woven into a lot of
Yeah.
parts, like the airship theme features.
Pilots of just airship.
I actually like 9's music a lot too, but the weaving is a lot less subtle than 9's.
Yeah. It's lots and lots of arrangements, melodies, life, and the Terra theme.
Yeah, well, that's their. You know, I think it's one of these 6 as well, because they have kind of the series theme like all over the place. It just has to or the opera scene, I guess.
Leitmotiv.
Thank you, Potsdam, for saving the day by taping down that errant piece of foil.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do some prize hype here, but I think people, if they were wondering what's happened or what that noise was that we just fixed, I think it's worth showing just how classy Pock's house is.
Can I visit?
Yeah. This is how we dealt with the large window in the streaming room, for which we don't own any curtains. You know, heck, I'm in Alberta, and we are really doing the whole white trash thing right now in foil.
Your
But
house is not white trash.
on a more
It's
positive
gigantic.
note, I think it's time to hype some of the prizes that we're giving away for people who donate to JDRF during Final Fantasy VII. First up, we have this absolutely beautiful pastel drawing by Michaelia of Cloud in the live stream. If you donate $5 or more during Final Fantasy VII, you are automatically entered to win this amazing drawing. We also have a set of Final Fantasy VII Hurlers, which I'm not going to take out of the bag because they're quite delicate. Yeah, donate $5 or more to that. Or sorry, donate $5 or more to JDRF.
Yeah, this is
during
actually
FF7.
just as fast as the normal way to pilot the airships. That's how I do all my airship
It's
movements.
faster because you don't have to turn.
Yeah, you don't have to turn, and you don't have to like accelerate at
Yeah.
all too. And if you just press the square and the D-pad, you're kind of moving at top speed.
So we also have 3 T-shirts of Dawn Corneos that we're going to be giving away at the end of FF7. Again, donate $5 or more to JDRF, amazing cause, and you are automatically entered to win one of those 3 T-shirts. Thank you, Meg, for holding that up. And finally, we have an incredibly rare copy of Final Fantasy VII.
Semi-finally. The poster.
Right.
Every time.
I keep forgetting the poster. We'll go back to that, just to highlight my incompetence.
No.
That poster.
We donate $10 or more to JDRF during Final Fantasy VII, and you are automatically entered to win this rare copy of Final Fantasy VII, which is not only the original black label, but has a misprint on the back of the case as well. And now, actually, finally, should I do it? Yeah, let's show this off too. This time, I really mean finally, we also have a poster of Tifa in her original FF7 garb. Donate $5 or more during FF7, and you are automatically entered to win that. And, because I haven't mentioned it in a while, I think it's also worth hyping the grand prize, which is kind of buried at the moment, so this wasn't terribly bright of me. But it is the original Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy IV Easy Type, Final Fantasy V, Final Fantasy VI, and Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, all in the original Japanese, with a Super Famicom so that you can play them as well. Donate $30 or more throughout the marathon. That one is consecutive donations, they all add together, and you are automatically entered to win that grand prize. So that and many more prizes on our great prize table are coming up throughout the marathon. Thank you everyone for your donations.
Thank you very much. And just to reiterate really quickly, you can donate and put your donation towards a incentive or a challenge or a choice, and your donation will still enter you for all the prizes. Our donation tracker is time-stamped, so it just all donations will go towards the prizes, regardless of, you don't have to put it towards them. Cool. There you go.
Alright, so what I did basically there was first I did a very short side quest to get an accessory called the Curse Ring, which if you equip it, it gives you pretty significant bonuses to pretty much all of your stats, plus automatic death sentence status, which normally you'd think that'd be a bad thing, but given how the Power Soul works, yeah. And then I also sold pretty much all of my excess equipment, which is basically everything except the ribbons and the Curse Ring, to buy a Destruct Materia, which has one very specific and important use near the end of the game, and a bunch of HP+, which are mostly for mostly prep for a really annoying boss coming up called Carry Armor.
Oh god, Carry Armor.
We still like you, even though you've got the same names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She spells differently, she's okay.
No one likes my armor.
Oh. You gotta put it on your head, like an FF1.
Yeah, Carry Armor, because it's so late into Disc 2, usually when you're playing casually it's kind of a throwaway boss, but when you're doing a speed run,
yeah.
not the
That's
funnest.
that's pretty much the game's last chance to really RNG troll you is Carry Armor. I wouldn't say Carry Armor is quite as dangerous as Demon's Gate, but it's easier to die if you get really bad luck on the first turn.
You even cough loud, Meta.
No, I do. I told you I'd have two types, on and off.
In the MTI school of loud and overpowering.
I taught MTI everything he knows.
At med school for animals or bring back stuff from 2 years ago.
Mega Man X at its finest. Even my splits are still wrong like that. I'm not changing them. That is cool.
Yeah, what do we call it? MTI would know. Alright, we have a $5 donation from Nicholas Baldwin. No comment attached, but thank you very much. And a $5 donation from Brian Dew. No comment attached yet either, but thank you very much.
Poor Sid.
So we
Yeah, the whole thing
Yeah.
is.
we just got a
I
comment.
think this
from-
track is called like Over the Edge of Despair or something like
That's
that.
Wow.
wow. Too, so yeah.
It's
Oh,
Palmer!
Palmer!
Hey!
It's Palmer. Okay.
He's alive!
Palmer, is he gonna start going crazy again?
I don't know.
I must
No,
be ready.
No, getting hit by the truck kind
He's
of.
obviously in a pulled out vest.
Yeah.
We just can't see it.
He just used all his energy in his Mako gun.
So we just
The
got
dance took it out
a
of
comment from Fiery Blizzard that I don't understand, but hopefully you can clarify. Tell Quexel that he seems to have forgotten about Who Am I?
Oh, that's the name of a piece of music that we hear way too much during these flashbacks. Basically, it's one of the few parts of the soundtrack for this game that I'm actually kind of tired of.
My head is in the shot. What was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, Palmer doesn't move around because he hasn't eaten his corneos yet.
I'm all out of energy, guys. I need my cardios. Uh-oh. Return to Bruce.
Oh, are we gonna get more noir?
So we just got a $5 donation from Scott Hagelgans. Sorry if I butchered that last name, I probably did.
Gans.
But thank you very much for that donation. No comment attached, but thank you so much.
Alright, it's time for Sid's running animation.
Truly, truly quack.
Wish we had room to like act that stuff.
I'm sure I can figure out a way to make it work.
Makes it almost like he wants Sid to live or something.
Almost. So why'd I give him the curse ring too?
Like how you give like 5 HP plus materials, you know, and he's still only got 13. I keep getting in the shot.
Alright, now we finally get some action after a lot of cutscenes.
Go, Sid, go.
Wobble Sid.
Or Alan, I mean.
Alright, if you couldn't get enough of it before. Come on. And I'm going sideways.
These physics are amazing.
I've become so desensitized to it, it took me a second to realize what you were all laughing at for the first time.
Oh yeah.
It's easier to navigate that way too because you can just look at your map.
Well,
Yeah.
it could have been worse. You know, this game could have had interlude airship physics.
Falling airship.
That would have been definitely a thing.
We'd be waiting a while to get up to North Coral then.
Yes, Denton, I earlier credited him with cooking, but in fact he just returned from making a run to the store, so thank you so much to him for doing so much behind the scenes. It's actually Pock's mum-in-law that snuck in and is helping with the cooking, so...
And we learned very quickly when the aprons are on, you stay away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Earlier, when it was like, oh, can we help with the dishes? I'm like, no, stay up. There's not enough room.
Well, they were trying to cook breakfast on
Yeah.
like 4 different places
Yeah.
in the
But it was just
kitchen,
like
so I
you-
really don't
it was
blame
one of
them
those,
there.
yeah, you don't go near, man.
They let me help last night chopping up veggies for the pizza, so just has to be the right time to ask.
Although I discovered something about Canada. It's apparently hard to purchase gasoline here. I had to go to 3 different places.
Really?
What?
What? The first 2 wouldn't accept my credit card.
What kind of credit card?
Visa.
What?
Really weird.
Yeah.
Don't ask me what happened.
Wow.
I
You let
see
your
what you're
bank
saying.
know in advance that
Yeah.
you're coming?
And it worked at the grocery store I just went to. Like 5 minutes before I went to the first gas place.
That's really odd.
Okay, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really weird.
You know what? I'm going to pull an apple here and say you were holding it wrong.
No, I actually printed out a receipt saying it's not going to work here. With the last 4 digits of my card number.
Wow.
Wow, I've never heard of this before.
That's a new thing.
Okay.
Wait a minute, hashtag that's never happened before.
Yeah, miracle luck.
TNHB.
It is an interesting trip. Although I did find out that your house does exist, my GPS did bring me back here.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, for those of you who
Wow.
didn't know, both Google Maps and most GPS units don't even put my house in the right part of the city.
I remember that.
So,
That was fun.
yeah.
Luckily, I could drop a pin in the system right here, and so it can get me back now.
There's a train, device now.
We have a $10.01 donation from Gwen Darnell. No comment yet. Thank you very much, though.
So, how's the run going?
Pretty good.
Decent.
Oh, you meant to know that's fire, ice, and lightning.
Guess.
Oh. Getting strategy guide, I guess.
Yeah.
That's an awfully big train coming out of an awfully little place.
I guess it was being stored vertically or something like that.
Bigger on the inside.
They had to hide it in fear of suplexing.
Seven lives on one, right?
Not yet.
Alright. Now we've got a more appropriately sized train here.
For some reason I expected like the code scene from like 8. I didn't
I was
know
gonna-
why I thinking about this.
I was going to say, you have to be careful because there's red guards. And there's blue guards.
That's purple, so technically it's white.
There you go.
Oh yeah, the white guards.
The white sharks that look totally purple.
Oh yes.
The white dragons as well. They're
There's a little randomness to how quickly you can catch up to the train, but it's kind of more based on just having the right rhythm for pulling levers. Because you don't mash as hard as fast as you can. There is a rhythm to it.
Sid going into the battle like this.
Yeah.
Pretty great. It's really weird to see Sid casting this all the time now. Just feels like it's coming out of the wrong
Yeah,
model.
right.
First try.
Still works just as well though.
Yeah. And now that I actually have echo screens, I'm not getting silence trolled by these guys like I usually do.
Well, you prepared, so.
Oh, okay. Now Denton's back with the Swedish fish. This
Yeah.
marathon can go ahead.
Alright.
Sticking.
I'm gonna like be careful putting my hand in there and might get bitten off or something. And I don't mean by the fish either. My hand's going in.
Thank you.
Someone asked in chat if Oxenor is going to get Bahamut 0.
Pass that one already.
No, because I didn't get Neo Bahamut.
I see what you did there.
There's a few.
Touching on
Hey, it's Wolfmeister.
Abby was saying earlier in the Hockey Night in Canada on skipping, I just realized we're going to miss the GSP type thing.
That's how dedicated you are to this.
You'll probably want this down.
What?
So I think since we're at a bit of a quiet time right now, it's worth reminding everyone that all the donations go to JDRF, which is the Type 1 Diabetes Research Organization, charity. They are a global organization focused on Type 1 diabetes research, and they have more than 100 locations worldwide. And not only that, they are the largest charitable supporter of Type 1 diabetes research worldwide. And they provided $1.6 billion towards Type 1 diabetes research since they were founded in 1970. And in 2011 alone, they funded research projects in 18 different countries. So your donation dollars are going to a really great cause here.
The reason I used Aqualung instead of Magic Breath on Wolfmeister, by the way, is because he's immune to one of the elements that makes up Magic Breath, so it wouldn't work on him. But he's not immune to water, though. There's not a whole lot in this game that is.
It's when you fight all these giant robots and things and just a guard.
It's just one guard.
He's a proud member of Soldier, though.
Well, he was.
He was.
Poor guy.
Oh, and someone in chat just pointed out that I did it wrong when I emphasized that JDRF has provided $1.6 billion in Type 1 diabetes research funding, because I didn't do the Dr. Evil pinky finger. So, let's, you know what, here's the best substitute. Guy who looks like me on the couch, can you do the Dr. Evil pinky finger?
You gotta say it in the voice too.
Yes, in a second.
Wait, what was the exact number?
1.6 billion.
Okay, they have donated over 1.6 billion to Type 1 diabetes research. With your help, they can do that even more and do more good.
All right, we have a $15 donation from Sebastian Girard, a common donator. $15 to rename Zidane in as Luxie. Oh, we don't have to share that one yet.
Off we go.
Yeah.
It is just really weird.
I wish you could do that in Final Fantasy IX. It's kind of annoying to overshoot stuff with the airship. Oops. Bye-bye, tutorial guide. Yeah.
So, for anyone who spent countless hours playing all the different strategy files and stuff you can play here, there's a slight trick to them that makes buying, units and stuff kind of unnecessary.
And trivial.
No!
You guys been using Instant Tanner way too much.
Ah, yes. This is how you win at Fort Condor.
I win!
Yay!
You want to explain how this works?
Well, for some
For all of
reason,
the many